He was a king in the eyes of the Lord. He was a king in the eyes of the Lord. He was a king in the eyes of the Lord. A king. I come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden. 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 Oh, I'm your little boy, sweet and joy, arrived from Senegal. I came from afar, my new mother baptized me, Jean Amilcar. Come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden. 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 Oh, I'm your little boy, so sweet, I never annoy. My servant dressed in yellow, I'm an artistic fellow. I come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden alone, and he walks with me, and he talks with me. I come to the garden. 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 Oh, sweet joy, arrived in your little boy. Sweet joy, arrived in your little.
A true story brought to you by Diaries. This is a sad setup against Queen Marie Antoinette, the stolen necklace. It all began with the dubious Countess Jeanne de Valois-Saint-Remy, the self-styled Comtesse de la Motte, who passed herself off as a descendant of the former French royal family, de Valois, but whose links to nobility were fairly dubious. Realizing that her husband's paltry income would never fund the extravagant lifestyle she desired, La Motte thought she could win the favor of the queen herself, who, hearing of La Motte's shady background, refused meeting her. Undaunted, La Motte took a lover, Rétaux de Villette, a soldier who served with her husband, and also, in 1783, became the mistress of the prestigious Cardinal de Rohan. The Cardinal, who had been French ambassador to Vienna a few years earlier, had fallen foul of Marie Antoinette's mother, the Empress Marie Theresa, and wanted nothing more than to win back royal approval. La Motte saw her chance. She discovered that the jewelers Charles Auguste Baumer and Paul Bossange were trying to sell off an extraordinarily expensive necklace that had originally been designed for Madame du Barry, the mistress of the former King Louis XV. The necklace was worth an estimated 2 million livres, roughly $15 million today. At the death of the king, the necklace was unpaid for, and the jewelers were facing bankruptcy. They had already tried to sell it to the current king, Louis XVI, but the queen refused, saying, "We have more need of 74 ships than of necklaces." Lamotte, an inveterate con artist, persuaded the cardinal that she enjoyed the queen's secret favor. On hearing of this, Rohan resolved to use her to regain the queen's goodwill. Lamotte encouraged the cardinal to begin writing to the queen, and claimed to pass on the letters to her. In reality, and along with her other lover, Villette, a forger, she created her own replies from the queen. In these fake letters, the queen spoke of her desire for the necklace, but aware of the reluctance of the king to buy it due to the current dire financial situation of the country, she hoped that the cardinal could lend her the money as a secret favor. The cardinal believed these letters to be authentic and agreed to buy the necklace for the queen. A late-night secret liaison was arranged in the garden of the Palace of Versailles, where the cardinal was to meet the queen. In reality, Lamotte sent a prostitute who resembled the queen, called Nicole Le Guay d'Oliva, who assured him of her forgiveness. Now completely convinced of his close relationship with the queen, the cardinal contacted the jewelers, agreeing to pay for the necklace in installments. The jewelers were told to give the necklace to Lamotte, who passed it on to her husband, who immediately began selling off the individual diamonds in London. The swindle was finally uncovered when the cardinal did not make his first installment and was unable to produce the necklace. The jewelers complained to the queen, who revealed her ignorance of the entire affair. The cardinal was arrested along with Lamotte, the forger, Villette, the prostitute, d'Oliva, and Count Cagliostro, one of the cardinal's clients, whom Lamotte accused of having orchestrated the entire con. The cardinal was acquitted and exiled to one of his own properties in southern France. Rétaux de Villette was found guilty of forgery and exiled. Nicole d'Oliva was acquitted. Count Cagliostro, though acquitted, was exiled from France by orders of the king. Jean de Lamotte, the adventuress at the heart of the story, was found guilty and sentenced to be whipped, branded, and imprisoned for life in the Salpêtrière, a notorious prison for prostitutes. However, she managed to escape disguised as a boy and made her way to London, where, in 1789, she published her memoirs. Unsurprisingly, she blamed Marie Antoinette for the whole affair. Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, although completely unaware of the scam, had decided to publicly prosecute to defend their honor. Unfortunately, this had the opposite effect, destroying the reputation of the queen, whom many believed had manipulated Lamotte to wreak revenge on her enemy, the cardinal. The affair entirely discredited the Bourbon monarchy in the eyes of the people, and the queen's reputation would never recover from the incident. Only a few years later, she would face the guillotine, the dying symbol of the corruption of the ancient regime.